This is 3FM.
I've been thinking of standing for quite some time, but the thing that's compelled me to throw my hat into doing this time has been the complete lack of compassion shown by the current administration. In trying to balance the budget, they've failed to make sure that anything imposed was fair, and as a consequence, it hasn't been. I think that what they've done with various taxes and self-charges have all seemed to have hit the lower paid far than those who are wealthy. They seem to have ensured that what they've done is to maintain the tax cap regardless of how it's affected everybody else. I think the constituency issues are probably the same as some of the national issues. I mean, obviously there's some that are constituency issues like the horse trams and the promenade, but that's because they're in the constituency. They're not particular to the national issues, but it's unaffordable housing, it's falling incomes, it's rising costs of living, and again it's the various taxes and charges that have been sneaked in on the electorate. Those who have got more have got even more, and those who have got the least have got even less. You know, the rich have got richer, the poor have got poorer. Well, I firmly believe in a progressive tax system. I think if you earn more, you should pay more. Yes, the economy's grown, they've created more jobs, but as I said, society's got more unequal, more fragmented. There's sections of the community who are doing very well, some are just getting by, and some are struggling. Well, obviously recruiting teachers has been a problem, so class size has got quite larger, but I think that education focuses rather a lot on making sure children are ready for jobs, you know, with exams, but a lot of the children who are at school today, the jobs they'll be doing haven't been created yet, therefore they need to concentrate on getting them equipped with other skills. Well, I think that sort of the economy is said to be growing, but I think that there's more important things than just GDP. I think that the economy has to serve society rather than just the business sector, therefore we need to be concentrating on well-being as much as GDP. I don't think you can start from saying everything's fine or everything's bad. We actually have to adopt some of the like the well-being index and see where we stand on things like obesity, ill health, life expectancy, and those sort of things. One of the things that concerns me is some of the industries the island are involved in, which is e-gaming and tax planning, are businesses that other countries find, should we call it, socially unacceptable. Therefore, we need to be focusing on sectors that are more sustainable for us, and one that I'd be particularly like to see invest in is tourism, travel and leisure. I mean, it has the highest job multiplier of any industry the island is involved in, and the jobs it creates are permanent jobs. I think we need to sort of still on our cultural heritage. I mean, people now want experiential holidays rather than just come to see things. I think we need to build on that and sort of tie a lot of things in together. I mean, rather than just have Channel Day, should be a national week celebrating our various heritage and culture, you know, Viking ancestry. I thought it was nice to see that crime was as lowest in 30 years, I think it was. But there's some areas that still do concern me. People don't feel safe in homes. Yes, the majority of people do, but not everybody does. Also, there's an increase in sort of assaults and domestic violence and those sort of issues, and I think that's probably related to some of the inequality issues. As much as we'd all like to see cheap boat and airfares, I think what's of equal importance is that we have carriers that provide a service that's sustainable, and it's the frequency we need and actually has an opportunity to grow the market. I think that to provide that, we need to have a preferred carrier, and I know this creates a monopoly, but in doing so it gives the opportunity to ask for some things in return, which would be that we can set sort of a profit ceiling, and also possibly some input into the amount of corporate debt that the companies will be able to carry. I think the horse trams are a prime example of a government knowing the cost of something but not its value. I think they are a great asset to our heritage transport system, which is a great asset to the island's tourism structure, so it needs to be invested in and needs to be preserved.
More music for the Isle of Man.
3FM.